mental health, I think it's done a terrible job of, creating almost like these, like blanket statement realities that if a child is suffering, then the parents must have made them suffer and caused the suffering. And listen, of course, that's the case in many cases. However, it's it's irrefutable that there's a reality that's been completely dismissed, that you can be a good enough parent or even better than good enough, and a child can still, because children are not, human beings are not simply passive recipients of their
Right.
environment. They have minds of their own, even when they're very young. So
Right.
there are individuals who have, propensities and inclinations to be, combative, exploitative, defiant, to blame shift early on in life. And I'm not vilifying them or even saying that that means they're bad. I'm just speaking facts about those are traits that people have.
Right.
And so to say that parents, because there's a lot of people, and I'm sure that this is going to cause controversy, but there's a lot of people who think that the only way that a parent would be estranged from their kid is if they did something to deserve that. And
Yeah, there are.
it's categorically untrue. Yeah, I'm sure there are people that will comment on this interview and say you're wrong. That no child just does that for no good reason. They do it for reasons that they think are good, but it's not always because their parents mistreated them. But when we start
Right.
to if people started to understand what underlies personality pathology, they would see that it would make perfect sense for a child who has a personality disorder. It makes sense why they would vilify their parents. It's not
Right.
actually the case that their parents are villains, though, right?
Right. And there was a video you did that, where you pointed out that you can become an abusive person without being raised in an abusive environment. And but no one says that. No one says that to these parents, that no one recognizes that for these parents, where, their children are treating them terribly in certain cases,